smooth weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. But these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Pickett sets up play action.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Pickett. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? and I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again.
He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
On first and 10, it's Pickett.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Back to throw. Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And in for the Steelers. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Gun. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go. 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again.
It's Jackson again on the reception. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
12.
Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
11.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Here we go. 11, 90.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try and run with Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
11 MT, tight.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar.
He's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11 mighty.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 20.
11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
Here we go.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. William Jackson with a pick. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Equanimous St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Come on, ready? 11.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
This one hauled in by Sample. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Burrow. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
11.
down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down, this is Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. George Pickens, 49 yards. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Extra point now by Boswell. And this is now a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Jackson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
11, 11, 11. 11 MP, take. 11 MP, take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
11 MP, take. 11 MP, take. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Now receiver in motion left.
11 Thomas.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett now from the gun here. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Boswell for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Pass complete to Harris.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Pickett to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Boston, the man in motion left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Pickett.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.